Hello everyone and welcome to a sort of announcement video plus a more kind of personal video, and this is only the second video I'm ever making on my channel. It's the first one I'm doing by myself, but I've got this little creeper toy to boost my confidence. He's just going to be sitting on my desk while I record this. Anyway, so the announcement I have for you today is basically that I'm going to be starting a sort of mini-series where I play an online game called Pokemon Showdown with a bunch of Pokemon themed teams. And if you guys want, I will leave the link for Showdown in the description. But what I need to do is, I'm not taking requests. You don't need to request battles, but basically, to start the series off, and this is where it gets more personal for me, to start the series off, I will be actually playing the game using my own Pokemon team. A team that I've constructed for myself. It's called Creepercraft Guy's team. And, all I'm going to be doing is discussing the members of the team and why they're there. A bunch of YouTubers in the past have already done this, and I'm going to go by the same rules. Sorry, I'm speaking with a bit of a lisp because, my tongue hurts. I basically am going to explain to you a fire core, so a main fire type, a main water type, and a main grass type. As well as three other team members, but there are sort of quizzes, that I need to ask. So, I've already been over this. What would your trainer class be is the first question. Now, this is a very, very, hard question because there are almost over 1,000 trainer classes in the game at this point. So, I was going to say trial captain, but now I'm not really sure. I'm thinking maybe I'm more on the lines of a, maybe more along the lines of a rival. I do really enjoy the rival characters. They are some of my favourite characters in the games. Some including, Wally, Hal, my personal favourite, Gladion. Sharon is also really cool. Pretty much run Silver and Blue, especially. Yeah, they're all really cool. Even the ones that people probably won't deem to be. So yeah, let's just say I'm a rival for the moment. How many Pokemon would you have on your team? I'd have 6, alright? The reason, I'm just one of those people who like to use 6 Pokemon. And there are a lot of people who would share that idealism. The third question, I keep saying Pokemon for everything. The third question is, I don't know what the third question was. I think it was, yeah, I think I've already answered it, actually, because I think the third question was, why did you choose that number of Pokemon? I've already said, I'm just one of those people that's using 6 Pokemon. And the fourth and final question is the most important one. What Pokemon would be on your team, and, why, basically? So I'm going to get over the, main aspects of the team. So I'm going to start off with my Grass Core. Because the grass type is normally the very first one in every Pokedex, the grass type starter. And as I'm saying this, you guys might notice that, my fire, water, and grass core are, all starters. Well, I don't want you guys complaining about that. It's my list. I can do whatever I like. You can choose different things if you were ever to make a video on this. But, yeah. All 3 of them. So let's get this, because I don't know if I'm going to run out of time for the video or not, but I'm going to get this done as quick as possible. So my grass core is going to be Decidueye, the most recent, sorry, there's a bit of fluff in my face. The most recent, grass starter in the series, and it's not honestly the fastest thing, and that's its major downside. It's really slow, but other than that, it's definitely my favorite grass starter. My before favorite used to be Superior from Generation 5, but Rowlet and its evolvements quickly took over because I don't know if I've ever said this before. I probably haven't, but Flying is my favorite Pokemon type. I know that's a bit weird and a bit unique, but Flying and Dragon are my 2 favourite Pokemon types, which explains why I love Dragonite so much. Bit of foreshadowing there. Anyway, going with what I was saying about Decidueye, I just think it's really, really awesome and cool looking. It would basically, if it was on my team, it would be the main Z-move user. Z-moves are some of the most recent things that have happened in the game so far, and it would be able to use its signature Z-move, Sinister Arrow Raid, and that's pretty much all I have to say. The next one in the list is a fire core, and for my fire core, I am going to choose Charizard. Now, Charizard is a very, very popular Pokemon among the media, and I share that love. Generally, though, if I was to have a Mega Evolution on my team, I would probably choose Mega Charizard X. Y is cool, and honestly, I do love both of them, but if I was to make a choice, I'd probably choose X, because it looks cooler. But yeah, Charizard X, really awesome looking Pokemon. And that's why I'd have it on my team. That's why it'd be my main Mega Evolution, because it's my favourite Mega Evolution and my favourite Fire type. Now, the next one is a bit of an obvious choice. My favourite Water type. The Water type I will have on my team. And oddly enough, if you know me, if you know what I'm like in the Pokemon world, my favourite Pokemon that's ever existed is Greninja. And, Greninja is just so cool. It's honestly definitely my favourite Pokemon ever. I know, sorry, it's just got so many awesome attacks, also, plus the fact it can now become Ash Greninja in, Pokemon Generation 7 now, just makes it way better for me. The one problem is, I'm really controversial about having Battle Bond Greninja on my team. I don't know if I really want Ash Greninja. For the moment in Showdown, my Greninja has Protein and not Battle Bond, so it's not Ash Greninja yet. I think I might keep it that way, because I don't really want Ash Greninja. For some reason, I just like Greninja as it is, and Ash Greninja, it not only does it boost its attacks, it also just boosts Water Shuriken, which I don't have on Greninja anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, now we get to our other three team members. Now, some people may be wondering why I haven't chosen an electric core, but I have. I just didn't discuss about it. Now, this is going to come as a bit of a surprise for what my electric core will be, but I actually love this Pokemon, and I've used it quite a few times. I actually did defeat my friend Callum once, who was in my previous video. I defeated his Poliwhirl using this Pokemon, and that Pokemon is Emolga. Now, nowadays, Emolga does not have as much use, because in Generation 5, it was at its best. Like, it made Elisa one of the hardest gym leaders in the game, just because it was not effective to ground types, and there was rarely any good rock types after that game, aside from Dwebble or Roggenrola. But yeah, it's one of the reasons to why Elisa was one of the, sorry, let me just position myself. One of the reasons why Elisa was the hardest gym leader for Ash to beat in Pokemon Black and White anime. And, Emolga would have a couple really awesome moves. I don't think I'd give it an item, because one of its attacks would be Acrobatics, and that would just make it stronger with not only the stab, but because I'm not holding an item. But yeah, Emolga. And if you're thinking why I haven't chosen any of the others, the only four others I can think of are Thundurus, Zapdos, Vikavolt, and Electros. Now, I don't really like Electros very much, because it's not a very powerful Pokemon. Vikavolt is alright, but I wouldn't use it. And Thundurus and Zapdos are legendaries, so Emolga's the best one I have for the moment. Moving on now, one thing I've actually noticed quite a bit is that people really tend to like Eevee. Eevee is a very good Pokemon because it, at this current stage, can evolve into 8 different kinds of Pokemon. I think there is Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and the one I would have on my team is the last one, Sylveon. Now, Sylveon, I know, seems a bit girly, but as a matter of fact, I have used a Sylveon called Corin before, and I will explain what that nickname means. Basically, I use Sylveon mainly as a way of teasing and annoying my friend Callum, who I already said earlier, because most of his Pokemon really can't hold a candle to Sylveon. And also, whenever he plays Super Smash Bros., he always seems to have a bit of trouble dealing with people who main Corin. He said that Corin might be the highest tier character in the game, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I just wanted to drive him over the bend by nicknaming my Sylveon Corrin, and that's the reason behind it. But Sylveon is an incredibly tanky and defensive Pokemon, and it's overall a powerhouse. And that's so far 5 members of my team that I've covered, and now I just need the 6th. Now, this one came down to a bit of a draw between Talonflame and Dragonite. And the reason I thought those two would be cool is because I actually have shinies of both of them. Dragonite, however, ended up winning because I already have Charizard to deal with the fire types. And plus, Talonflame's fire type isn't really that useful. But Talonflame was actually the very first shiny I ever got. And it's always held a place in my heart. So the runner-up was Shimmer the Shiny Talonflame, and that's why I nicknamed it. But the very last Pokemon on my team is a shiny Dragonite that I nicknamed Yoshi. And I didn't get the Dragonite in the wild, no I didn't. It's I got it through an event by a YouTuber named PokeTuber, who I might put in the description. But yeah, he came with some really powerful moves. One of the best strategies I've seen is to give him a Lum Berry and then use Outrage. So the moment the Outrage is done, he can immediately snap out of the confusion. And he can then deal some major damage. I can maybe just use Outrage again. But then the confusion would hit him because the berry's already been eaten. But yeah, that is basically what my team is going to be for the first episode of Showdown. And, sorry, my phone's running out of battery, but luckily I have enough time to finish this video. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you look forward to the very first episode of the Showdown Let's Plays. Now, one more thing I should mention is the fact that I'm not only going to be doing certain teams that I've created, I guess. The only team I'm really using that I've created is my own team. But Showdown will feature me using the teams of characters from the games, and characters from other pieces of media. So sort of like, I think at the moment I have a team for The Legend of Zelda, Dragon Ball, the Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super Mario, you name it. There's a bunch of really awesome theme teams. I think I have one for Shovel Knight as well, but I haven't used it very much. But I'm going to do some, I am going to be doing these theme battles in the future. And what I'll be doing on it is I'll be battling 3 random people at once and see actually how well I do in the Pokemon Showdown. Now, honestly, theme teams don't really do as well as random teams in my opinion, but that's what the fun is. I'm not really there to win, I'm there to have fun and hopefully give you guys a fun time as well. So, we should bring this creeper in the shot for the last bit. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.